Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It's Wednesday today, middle of the week, hump day, date night, whatever it is for you. And I'm just noticing, I've said it many times, I should be bald with the amount of hair that I lose off my head. There's no way I could complete my video with that hair sitting there. Anyway, hope you're all having a great day so far. It's 11:30, so it's quite early for me. It is, again, another cold day in here. Sweatshirts are out of the tubs now. Not sure whether to keep them out because our weather here in Ontario, we could be 30 degrees tomorrow, just because. So, there we go. But it is 65 degrees in this house, and it is cold. And it's cloudy and yucky looking. It's supposed to be really sunny today, so I don't know. Canadian weather, Southern Ontario weather. So my item today is another business folio. I think I'm going to stagger between purses and the business bags because I am having some success with the business organizers. So, and let's face it, they're all taking up space in my outbuildings, so they need to be shown. So today is another beautiful, I've just moisturized it. If it looks kind of patchy, that's maybe what it is. There is a little bit of a line here. I don't even know if you can see it. It's ever so slight. You can see it right there. That's a little bit noticeable, I guess. I didn't even notice it at all when I first pulled the thing out of, it is a little bit noticeable. But, you know what? I don't care. I love this color. You know how I feel about this burgundy color. And this is a way more structured business folio than the one that I listed previously. So it does still have that beautiful internal suede. And so this is for a notepad. Again, you slide the cardboard back and then you've got your pages there. And then here you've got a pocket which does have a gusset. So you're going to get quite a few papers in there. You've got three, is it three? Yeah, three pen areas. You got another pocket, zippered pocket, two front pockets, and then this is a secured pocket here. So that's all just one portion of this guy. Then you have a zippered area. So there's a lot going on in this little business case. I love this color. Love this color. You can see that line a little bit there. Just, full disclosure, last thing I want you to do is to get it from the mail and be unhappy with it, because that's the last thing I would want. But I love these business things. Does this come? Yep, so that just secures it down there for you. Get it back on there. So that is today's listing. There are a few marks. This is just a pressure mark from where this magnet, it lines up beautifully. And then there are a couple of, where are they? Couple of little pen marks here. Just like little dots almost. If it was leather, I would probably, I've said this many times, I'd rather have a scratch in the leather than a pen mark in the leather. So what I do, my preference, my personal preference, is I use my Dremel, and I have a little sandpaper attachment, and anything that has pen, I just touch it so that I'm just creating a surface scratch. But that surface scratch takes the color of the pen mark away. And then what I'll either do is just moisturize it so it will appear as a scratch, or if I've got a dye that will match the color, I'll fill it in it again will still appear as a scratch, but it just, to me, it looks a lot more natural to be a scratch than a big pen mark. So again, just the way I do things. I've moisturized in the corners a little bit. There was a little bit of color loss here, but that's our folio today. So there we go. It's been listed. Shipping for these guys is a little bit more expensive. So that is why I have to, you know, I can't give these guys away. So if you're wondering why the price is maybe a little bit steep, it's just the shipping is insane. It's coming down slowly. The gas surcharges that Canada Post were charging are starting to come down, but because of the size of this thing, oh, actually you can see that line right there. You see the difference in color? I guess it depends the way the light hits it. You can see it there. But it's definitely not something that's going to scream at you. Like, you're not going to see it from a mile away and go, oh, what happened there? Not at all. But I just need you to know it is there. So that is it. Let's put it somewhere. There we go. I've been working on bags today. Got a really cute bag that's going to be coming up. I wasn't sure if it was a vintage, but I am going to list it as a vintage. The foam pocket is a little bit bigger, but it's actually quite short. So I'm not even sure if it is a foam pocket. So that bag will be upcoming. It's really cute. And that is it for today. I'm going to be heading out and having coffee with my cousin again. God, more hair. She leaves to go back to Scotland on Friday. So I don't know when the next time I'll see her will be. We had lunch yesterday, and she's engaged to be married. So that was interesting news. And yeah, so I figured we'll go for coffee, just the two of us, and catch up. Her two girls are similar ages to my two kids. The last time I saw her was before we left Scotland to move to Canada. So it would have been, yeah, Harry wouldn't have even been a year yet. So it was just prior to us leaving to go to Canada. And Harry will be 25 in November. So it's a good 24 years since I've seen Claire. So, you know, just family. You gotta try and keep in touch with family. You just do. I'm not all that great at it, to be honest. But and half the time I can't be bothered, which is a very poor attitude, I will admit. But there you go. So what did we do last night? We didn't really do much of anything last night. Pius got home late. He had enough. I had another little bit of a rough day yesterday, and he was exhausted. So he was kind of falling asleep talking to me. So I kicked him off to bed 8:30, 9 o'clock. And he's pretty well slept right through till 7 o'clock this morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So he almost got 2 nights worth of sleep in one night, because his hours are all over the place, as you know. Today I've got laundry going right now. I've done a little bit of cleanup in my stockroom because I am going to do that video for you in there. Went to the gym, done some grocery shopping. That's about it. Tonight will be another late evening for Mr. Pius, so I don't know whether I'm going to be making dinner or he's going to pick something up. But, you know, blah, blah, blah. Boring old stuff. Yeah, we're just kind of hunkering down for what is going to be the winter months. And no more sitting in the driveway. No more out on the motorcycle. But we're hoping on Saturday we can maybe have one last ride. I think we've done close to 7,000 kilometers for the season. He was hoping to get 10,000 in on the bike, but no. But that's still a lot of riding. Still a lot of riding. So, yeah, my sciatic nerve knows all about it. He's like, you're blaming that on me. I'm like, well, it's just the position. And because I sit forward on the bike, so I saw the trainer the other day, and she's been kind of helping me reposition, you know, a little bit of a pelvic tilt, And she said that might help with the sciatic. I don't know. Just getting old, folks. Getting old. Anyway, I have another history piece for you. And the reason I've come across this history piece is because I think I shared with you at Supercrawl, I had a bunch of belts and they just flew. I think I sold about 20 belts. So I thought, all right, people want belts. And what they want are the old school woven belts, like these guys. Now, this isn't actually like the way the old school, because this one actually has holes, whereas these ones don't have holes. You just put the this wherever it needs to be. So these are what people were really looking for. So I picked this one up and I just love the leather. And then I looked at the brand and it is Esprit. Now I did a lot of shopping from Esprit in the 80s. Really liked their stuff. Very kind of preppy-ish. So that is just one of the belts I picked up. And then I thought, okay, let's look for a history piece. And what was the next history piece in my little notebook here but Esprit? So I thought, okay, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. So Esprit was established in 1968. I was born in 1968. That's 54 years old, for goodness sakes. Established by Susie and Doug Tompkins, and I think it was in California. I'm not 100% sure. They sold clothing out of the back of their station wagon back in the day. 1971, they had 7 product lines. 1979, the new logo became the most recognized. And then 1989, Esprit brand was launched worldwide. Now, if you remember the Esprit logo, I think it was the capital E. And then they relaunched the logo and they took, I don't know, like how can I explain it to you? My little to-do list. So the E is like that, right? So what they did is they took this line away. So it literally was just 3 lines. I don't know if that made any huge difference to their branding, but that's what they did. So 1989, Esprit was launched worldwide. 2002, Esprit came under single ownership again. 2008 celebrates 40 years. 2009, flagship store in Santa Monica. So I'm pretty accurate with that, California, I believe. 2016, Esprit's back in Canada since its exit in 2011. So Esprit has a very lengthy history with North America, and I love their stuff. It was all very pastel-y and just really good quality stuff. So there's a little history piece on Esprit. And that is it for me today. So hopefully you're going to have a great rest of the day. The weather is a little nicer where you are. It's 65 degrees again in this house. Pies turned the heat on last night. And I was like, don't do it! Don't do it! I don't turn the heat on in here until October. I don't care how freaking cold it is. And usually Halloween weekend, the air conditioner comes out of the window. So that's all still to come, folks. Anyway, have a great rest of the day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.